Okay, so we're going to continue with the session now about that stay that I had at Holiday Inn Racecourse. That was not Katrina who was staying over there, it was Jaya who was staying there. We have got some stuff about that time that I was staying over there. So that's going to be discussed now. Okay? Yes, it had some things to say. Anyway, now one step at a time. What first we'll, yeah, so it just talks about Siberia. It talks about a France Rani, okay, which means somebody who is the Rani who is a queen. In India, Rani means queen. So we go with what we've seen over here. First, we get Serb, aid, DP, fan, an. Okay. Then we have something connected with France. France, Serb, IP, DNA, N. France, Serb, IP, DNA, N. Okay. Serb, France, PI is Pakistani, DNA in N. Or the Serb is connected with Pakistan, connected with N. So there's some connected with Pakistan, Siberia is what I guess, or somebody who lives in Siberia. And it's a cross between France and Pakistan in some way. Okay, that's what I think. Dane is the Great Dane dog. So it is got to do with France, Serb, Dane, DNA, Pakistan. It could mean loyalty in short. Okay, that's what it could mean. Then we have Serb Rani DNA Feb maybe. IP, or it could be AP. Feb DNA or Feb Serb Rani DNA AP. Feb Serb DNA AP NIA. France bis. DNA, AP, NIA. It could be freebies. Freebies, DNA, AP, NIA. Freeze, NIA, DNA, PB. You all want to have better looking babies by stealing DNA of people? Are you serious? But the Atma has to be from your own. And for stealing, the outcomes karmically are not good ones. So I am surprised because it is AP. AP is primarily to do with India. AP is India and NIA is India, right? Or is Palm Beach freezing the DNA, or you've stolen Palm Beach's DNA? Palm Beach is Florida, Boca Raton. That is JAYA.ADVANI's DNA, actual DNA. So half a lie Yudhishthira couldn't get away with. That also with God-given birth of a king. So freezing eggs and sperms and thinking you are creating better looking babies. The way that version called Serena pretending to be Shalina, Aka Indu. Where is Indu? God only knows. Indu is the real JAYA.ADVANI. Where she is, God only knows. Serena is definitely not Shalina. And definitely not Indu. Let's hope you have not packaged Prince and the Pauper, sending Pauper as the prince all the way to Europe. Then once the prince has reached, prince that is actually packaged prince but actually pauper, gone to Europe, she's done all your work for you. Brexit happened on the back of it, divide and rule like India rule. You kept the prince over here and kept the prince over here as pauper, and exchanged the prince with a pauper and sent it to Europe. तुमको बड़ा मजा आता है insulting me at every step. If I was born a pauper and I was Benam and I was from the sewers, then why would you get so happy insulting me and talking about the British coming to India? The divide and rule. And how everybody around the world screwed you over, stealing your artifacts. When those artifacts came back to India, did you bring back the real artifacts? Because you're very good at confusing things for everybody. Did you bring back those artifacts, or did you have them exchanged and siphon away the really expensive stuff? In every place there is an Indian shape-shifting as a foreigner. Whether Putin in Russia or whether your Trump who doesn't have much going for him. That's Kira in Trump's camp in Washington. Along with your Elon. Because whoever was sent abroad first from India, going back in the 90s, that was the pauper pretending to be the prince. And that pauper has helped everybody do lots of upside down around the world. Greed has a new meaning altogether. And spirituality, from the land of spirituality, a different meaning altogether. Highest levels of spiritual evolution. Come on, man. You don't need this to tell you what is okay, what is not. You are very educated, elevated, evolved people. A reading shouldn't have to tell you what common sense should tell you. So, free sin DNA PB, whoever did this job. Again, I am repeating myself to you, no matter where in the world you are, no matter which category of people you are, whether you are royalty around the world, you are lawmakers, lawkeepers around the world, or you're the Aam Admi anywhere in the world, you're above the poverty line or below the poverty line. One thing is for sure, only those souls will have access to you and you will have access to them. Those that you for billion years, over many lifetimes, many journeys, many parallel universes, what you're calling it, it is the Brahmand. The Brahmand being the entire universal cosmic play. You had billions of years as an Atma, whether you want to call it atom and molecule, because you want to make it a scientific effort, all right. If I call a book which has geography in it, I say this is the history book, and I convince everybody it is a history book. The content is different. Once you start studying for it, you go and give a history exam, you'll flunk it. Give the geography exam because it's a geography book which you have packaged as history. Give a geography exam, you'll pass it. So even if when it comes to genes and DNA, cosmetics, you keep changing. But the Atma, the soul, the atom, the molecule, that which has to come to you will reject you. Of that whose DNA is frozen, stolen, mixed around, you have spoken about cross-pollination to me in that 5-month marriage, where I'm asking the boy, what is your background? Where have you come from? Who has brought you up? This is what I've asked him towards the end of my marriage. No, it was not anybody. That boy was different from the rest of them. And no, he was not a match. The very fact that he has stood out as a sore thumb with Huri hanging around outside my door doing, Sanju, come out! Sanju, come out! She's banging on the door. Sanju, come out! It's bloody 12 in the afternoon. Sanju, come out! Then why you let Sanju into my room if you're so bloody on the edge? Why you allowed him into my bedroom? Then you have dared to call me fast. Then squeaking away like a bloody hawk. The delivery boys come to give something, squawking. God knows doing what? Dance drama. I will find you and I will teach you a lesson. You be careful. चोरी पे चोरी सीना जोरी और बोले sly attitude, sly, absolutely sly. So even if you steal DNA and you create beautiful looking babies, but you yourself are doing bad karma and it's called sin, S-I-N, sin, not sin. फिर दज्जल क्लास जो है, दांजर क्लास, that class will come as an atma straight out of नरक. परी आएगी from नरक, flying upwards. They are getting a lift up in life, where they are flying from नरक up to earth and looking very good. But they will make your life so miserable in the future, and you won't know how to catch them. That's the best part. Receiving end of the pie तुमको ही लगेगा and not PIE, क्योंकि तुमको तो पाए खाना है दूसरों का, लेकिन तुमको पाए मिलेगा PAI. ऐसे जो आ रहे हैं पाताल और नर्क से तुमको सीधा करने के लिए, and then you got the baggage of sin on you, तो तुमको बचा कौन सकता है? Who can save you? Nobody. It's over for you. तुमने ही वो कमाया है ना, who can do anything with you? It's over. Why you don't understand this, I don't understand it. This is why I'm telling you, happy chocolate family ki baby reminds me of my Varsha. Reminds me of Ravi sometimes, of Sharanya sometimes. What have you done? She has ended up over there. But is she the prince or is she the pauper? Don't know. Bow bow, the Marathis say. Not Sindhis. I don't know whether they do bow bow. No. But when Varsha got married, her mother-in-law was calling my father bow bow. And I was saying that's very strange. Nobody in our family actually talks to people calling them bow bow. Nobody does that. To me it makes no difference. 1 minute, यहाँ पे either you nibbed it freeze DNA nib PB or bin PB. Very good. Prince and the Pauper. Very nice. भगवान तुमको ना भरपूर तरीके से ब्लेसिंग्स देवे तुम्हारे बहुत अच्छे कर्मों के लिए. So freeze DNA PB bin. Freeze DNA NAB IP. Freeze pi DNA NAB or peer freeze NAB DNA. So it must be the peer nabbed, the freezed DNA, or then those who died, their DNA was nabbed. Okay, so anyway, PFI, whatever, connected with the DNA and the nabbing, which should have been done by the authorities, then there is some erasing, something connected with the PFI. Okay? The PFI, erasing, nabbing, and DNA. That is 4 elements of something that happened in the past. Erase fib, IP, NA, DNA or FBI. Then something to do with the pi. Yes, Shalina had told me, her name is actually, is it Shalina, is it Serena? She had said now babies, no matter where they are born, we can have very good looking babies. They can be from absolute horrible backgrounds, but you can have very good looking babies just based on, I don't know, some mutation she was talking about. And some stem something. Stem replacement, stem theory, I don't know what it is. Therapy or something. Or stem replacement or something of that sort. Or taking the stem out. It's a medical term. So she had said this in 2006, and I said, but we come from a family that is pretty dumb. The boys don't want to study after the 12th standard. They're happy to join the father's business. Now, even that they were not doing. Few of us like to study, the rest of us don't like to study. Thinking scientifically so ahead is like a scientist's work, but none of us are those. So how did she get this kind of information? This is like way ahead of what we are used to. So I have a feeling 2006 onwards, whoever was coming and going from number 4 Jaswell, as well as I have a feeling Nikhil's wife Mala's setup at Carmichael Road, because her father also talked about something very scientific, and I said he runs a factory and he's a Sindhi. तो साइंटिफिक एडवांस टॉक इज स्ट्रेंज, क्योंकि हम लोगों को तो आता नहीं है. एंड इन आवर फैमिली इट इज़ जस्ट गोविंद अंकल हु इज़ गुरबख्शानी. ही एंड हिज वाइफ, they are the ones who are